Yes, Cristiano's will be in the squad tomorrow, and Rafa Varane isn't in the squad, so he will go out certainly till World Cup, and so he will not play this in this block for Man United.
Can he play in the World Cup?
I think so, but the prognosis, we have to wait, we have to see how it develops, how his rehab will develop. No, it's not difficult, but I think we said everything and we answered all the questions. And so he was out for one game and now he's back in the squad as usual.
Yeah, sure. Hi, Eric. You say you answered all the questions, obviously, but I'm going to ask again. Sorry.
So you don't have to do it because I will not answer anymore. So all the questions, I think everything we covered last week, everything we explained. So we have to focus on the game tomorrow. We have an important game because we want to be number one in the group. So let's focus on that.
Have you got any good news on the injury front? Because we've seen the likes of Harry Maguire and others sort of training.
Yeah, they are in training. Harry, Donny, Aaron, all in training, in the team training for the preparation for tomorrow's game.
So they're available for tomorrow?
We, after the training, together with medical, I will take the decision. Please.
Sorry. Do you think Harry will have an important role to play for you before the World Cup with Raphael injured?
He's always will play an important role. So he was injured, happy, and he's on the way back. So now he has to get back into games.
Obviously, some people in this country will be looking ahead to the World Cup and wondering whether he will be getting enough minutes to be involved. Do you see him getting that game time?
I understand that the interest, but we look at Manchester United. We have to get the right results and performances. So that is the main objective I look at.
When you first arrived, about how big you could tell the size, the magnitude of Manchester United, have you felt any added pressure from the fan base in games? Has it felt any different to clubs you've been at before when you've played for United?
In terms of pressure on the game, no. That's been the same. I think more the focus on the outside is bigger. Obviously, you see how many fans are training around, and the publicity around the club is a lot bigger. But the football-wise, no.
It felt like a pressure, like you were talking after the Chelsea game about that will to go to the end, that fighting spirit. You feel like there's an added pressure from the fan base, especially after the criticism the fans had on the team last season from our poorest finish. Can you feel that within the game? Can you feel the fan base and around, like you said, that there's a bit of added pressure to get that result here?
No, I think it's very even. Obviously, I wasn't here last season, so I don't know how they reacted last season. I know the Chelsea game, I think, from the fans, of course, we heard them in the game, and I think they felt the game as we did on the pitch. We wanted to get the win, and we were disappointed going down. But obviously, as a footballer, you don't want to lose any game, so you do what you can to come back. And yeah, I think we did that, of course, with the help from the fans after with a big party. But until then, of course, we have to do it on the pitch. No, I think you've seen the games. I think we were playing together. Of course, we're still starting to get to know each other well on and off the pitch. But he's a nice guy outside the pitch as well. And yeah, on the pitch now, people see his value. I mean, I think football knowledge people, they know he's been playing games like this for the last 8 years, I want to say, at Madrid. So I'm not surprised that he can cope. But no, it's lovely to play with him.
Christy, do you see this as a team to improve the more that you get to know the other players and the new players integrate? Do you see a lot more coming from this team?
Yeah, I do. And I also have the feeling that the players feel it, and I think the fans does. I even think you guys believe it a bit. I think you can see the development in the games, of how we go to the games and how we play in the games. I think there's a bit of a rising. But no, I think we're starting to believe it, and obviously there's a lot of things that we still need to do better, a lot of things we can change, but I think overall I think we're on the right path.
And do you see that this team is that far behind the likes of City? I mean, you've already
I mean, now I think they played together for many years. They've had the consistency for many years, and like you said, a lot of new guys are coming in, and now it's us to me personally as well, I think for everyone coming in to show the consistency, to be up there and stay up there and don't get many downs. So really I think we need to show our consistency before we can compare.
It's always about performance and about presentation. And I think when he's recording his qualities, when he's acting like that, it's no problem. He's great play, great capabilities to do the job for us.
Chances to go to a World Cup. Is it hard to focus on this little block of games and not look too far ahead and look at the World Cup?
No, not really. I think for every footballer it's the same. I mean, obviously there's something in 6 games time, but until then you'll be focusing on the next game, and our game is tomorrow. And like I said, there's 5 or 6 games before the World Cup, so there's a lot of things at the clock where you need to be in good shape.
Yeah.
Hi, Christian. The club's made a spectacular sort of recovery from the start of the season. If you look back to the Brentford game, the Brentford performance, I just wondered what's changed in the last few weeks. The manager, rightly or wrongly from the outside, has a sort of reputation as a bit of a disciplinarian sort of thing. Has that been a factor? I just wonder why or how have you made that spectacular improvement in the last couple of months?
Yeah, I think we started. I think the players, and I think in general, I think we started believing in what we were doing on the pitch, and obviously a lot of the 1-0 wins gave us a lot of confidence that really we could do well and really get momentum. And I think that started a bit of an extra build-up after the Brentford game. So I do think it's a bit of the belief. Obviously, of course, he wants us to do stuff, and we try to do as we can what he wants. But obviously on the pitch we have to make our own decisions, and I think the qualities we have when finally we get to know the base will be even better.